Hello, I'm Airways Detective, and I'm back to Mermaid Mask. I recorded like 3 sessions yesterday, but I'll be combining those in the same video, even though it'll be like 4 hours. I don't know. I'm going to first attempt to just get every interaction possible to see if it will finally unlock that one panel, so I can get the final clues. But I don't know if it's just broken or not. Yeah, so like, I asked about this poster, which I read is what you're supposed to do to Warham, and nothing opened up the panel, so I really don't know what I'm doing wrong, what I'm missing. That must be important somehow. I mean, that's probably the back of the ship. Okay, let's ask about everything that it wants me to ask about.
Do you know anything about Mortuga's model ship?
Yet another weight upon his ever-troubled mind. Although, given that it's sealed in glass, I imagine it's now very hard to fix.
What are you talking about?
It's broken. Some part of its innards has come loose.
Okay, I asked her about everything. Okay. And then I'll speak to him again.
Huh. Who's that little Grim Reaper guy in the drawing?
I'm not sure. You recognize it?
It does seem kind of familiar for some reason. Whoa, wait, this is the contract Cynthia signed to become captain?
Seems that way. What's the problem?
No, I don't like this at all. She shouldn't have signed it.
Why not? You think she misread it?
No, it's not that.
Or what? Mortuga forced her to sign it? I don't really see the problem. Cynthia wanted to be captain, and now she's captain.
I
It's
guess.
the wrong contract, I guess. Maybe why would I want to
Hey,
show him
wow.
this?
Did Tadpole give you that?
No, we found it in the bilge. Do you think it belongs to her?
It would make sense. Although the woman in the photo looks a little different.
No, it's gotta be hers. You're right about the photo, though. Her hair is brown here.
I guess she dyes it green nowadays.
So what? It's a free country.
What do you know about Sim?
Well, she left the theater she used to work at to come onto the submarine, you know? Then for a while, she worked with Dr. Zephyr in his lab.
But not anymore.
Nope, she's working on something by herself now, in that room that looks like an old-timey kid's bedroom.
Do you know what it is she's working on?
Not exactly, but get this. One time I looked into that room, and there were 2 of them.
What?
2 symmetry silk moths.
Now,
Finally.
Sim's hiding something on the
Oh my
submarine.
god, the
Something
internet was
found.
wrong.
A certain piece of equipment she uses in magic tricks.
That's the one. Problem is, we already searched the child's room and her bunk room.
Well, there's only one other place it would be.
Oh my god. Fuck. Those stupid guides.
This wooden panel. Surely there's something behind it. Hello?
It's a little set of tiles.
Stupid fucking guides. Okay, this is going up, 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 up. Mirrored. Which is mirrored? This is mirrored. Technically mirrored. No, not mirrored. Why are you here?
There we go.
Nice. It's unlocked, I think.
Right, let's get this thing open.
Creepy.
There's a girl in there.
It's a doll. I hope.
Very creepy. What to do?
So it's a life-size doll that looks like symmetry.
Well, yeah, but I think there's more to it than that.
Is that a camera?
Did it record what happened? The
No.
murder?
I think it's a projector.
No. I have a projector. Shit.
Close your eyes, my love, and be still, for this is the end and the beginning.
Well, that explains that first slicing sound.
You really want to turn back after you got the map sussed out and everything?
There's no wind. It's an ill omen.
Oh my god, Magnus, you're so dramatic. All I need you to do is steer, all right? I'll handle the scary stuff.
Felicia.
I can't change my mind. Sorry. I spent too long planning this. Anyway, we'll be there in a few hours.
Beware. Exactly.
Who is that?
Right. I didn't really explain it yet, huh?
I've asked several times. You always wriggle out of it.
Well, I've got nowhere to wriggle now, do I?
That was in the boat that he had.
Sorry, why was there a projector hidden inside the doll?
Safekeeping?
There's something suspicious about Grip.
How is this related to him at all?
Let's go talk to him.
Give me a second. Gather all the clues. Oh, okay, I already did. I don't remember what I got from him. Same thing with Tadpole. I didn't remember what I got from her either.
Yeah, there is something or someone that I'd like to ask you about.
Cornelius? What about him?
His function.
Okay.
Is that what?
Cornelius? What about him?
He was from the steering wheel.
His appearance. I don't think he looks quite like he's supposed to.
What a thing to say! You've only just met him!
When I said function, I meant like steering wheel, but that was his original function. But whatever. Yeah.
That's not right.
No.
This is the right clue, but we want a specific aspect of it. This is the correct clue, but we need
It's not a cane. It doesn't really look different.
This is the right clue, but let's be specific.
I already chose this one. I already chose that one. There's only 3 options. Unless we're supposed to...
Now you mention it.
We already know
They don't
he
match at
built it
all.
on the ship.
The one you've got is a different shape, and it's made of wood.
This is what you're grilling me about.
Why would the 2 canes look different, though?
He already said he built it on the ship, didn't he? He already said this.
After arriving on the submarine.
What a damning accusation.
Someone already said it.
Yes, I made a new cane, and yes, it's made of wood. Where are you going with this?
I want to know what happened to the original cane. I already know where the wood came from.
What happened to the original cane?
I left him at home when I went off in my balloon. I
Why?
thought I ought to lead the trap into the brand behind me, but it wasn't to be, clearly. Where are you going with this?
I already know where it came
Where did the
from.
wood come from?
I forget. There's a faint resemblance, I suppose. But aren't the wheel spokes a fair bit shorter than Cornelius? Remarkable! This is quite the revelation.
Oh, wait, you're saying you didn't know the wood came from the wheel?
Of course I didn't. Why would I know anything about that?
Because you've also got the rest of the broken wheel pieces.
Wow, this is very relevant. I mean, it might be.
So, Grip, I have to ask, do you know anything about how the ship's wheel was broken?
Yes, I was there when the wheel was broken. In fact, Mortuga and I, we broke it.
You broke
Why?
it?
I was trying to take control of the wheel, and Mortuga forcibly wrenched it out of my grip. He was very strong, you see.
Wait, you tried to steer the submarine without permission?
Well, he said as
I
a
did.
navigator.
Why?
There'd been a disagreement. It's nothing, really, not important.
A disagreement? About what? Where to take the submarine?
Something like that.
Was it related to this one?
Right. I'd forgotten you'd seen that.
This is the right clue, but we want a specific...
Map interpreted by Godric Grip. For customer, Magnus Mortuga.
It's a record of service from your shop. Not the one here in the submarine, but the real one in the town.
It's all there in black and white, I suppose. Yes, indeed. Some time ago, Mortuga came into my shop. He showed me the map and asked if I'd be able to interpret it for some voyage he was planning.
Interpret it.
It's marked with an X, but there's nothing in the way of coordinates. Nor are there
But,
any apparent landmarks.
constellation.
Given that it's just describing an area of ocean.
So, how did you work it out?
By employing every ounce of my skill. By working harder than I'd ever worked. Something about that map, the mystery of it, the feeling of chasing down the unknown. It grabbed me, and it didn't let go. For 2 weeks, it was all I thought about. I was so focused on it, I barely slept. Easily the most thrilling job I'd ever taken on. I even waived the payment. I couldn't in good conscience charge for something I'd enjoyed so much. The problem was, afterwards, all my other work suddenly seemed banal. I began to daydream of that thrilling feeling, that pursuit of the unknown. It led me to eventually close up shop and head out in my balloon, on a voyage of my own, which, as you know, ended rather abruptly.
Right.
But to be pulled from the ocean by Magnus Mortuga himself, and to find that very same map laying on his desk. I asked him at once if he'd ever followed the map to the coordinates, and he said he hadn't. I was disappointed at first, but then I realized we had the submarine. We could still go, right now. But Mortuga told me we would be doing no such thing. In fact, we weren't to be navigating anywhere. Instead, he seemed insistent in hovering near the Silkworm Coast, like something was keeping him tethered to it.
So, you tried steering the submarine yourself.
I'd convinced myself it was what Mortuga secretly wanted, even if he was refusing to admit it. I thought a little nudge might be just what he needed. Get him out of his comfort zone, you know. But as I've already admitted, it didn't go to plan. Mortuga came into the control room, we briefly thought the wheel was broken, and that was it. My request denied, I soon found myself opening a new branch of Grip's Emporium right here in the engine room. Which, of course, necessitated the construction of a new Cornelius cane.
There's one thing I don't understand. If Mortuga didn't intend to use the map, why did he keep it around?
I don't suppose we'll ever find out.
I think I know.
You do?
Mm-hmm. There's a good reason why Mortuga didn't want to follow the map. He decided it was too dangerous.
You sure about that?
No, not really. There's a good reason why Mortuga didn't want to follow the map. He'd already followed it.
What makes you say that?
You really want to turn back after you got the map sussed out and everything?
There's no wind. It's an ill omen.
Oh my god, Magnus, you're so dramatic. All I need you to do is steer, all right? I'll handle the scary stuff.
Felicia.
I can't change my mind. Sorry. I spent too long planning this. Anyway, we'll be there in a few hours.
Beware. Exactly.
Oops.
Right. I didn't really explain it yet, huh?
I've asked several times. You always wriggle out of it.
Well, I've got nowhere to wriggle now, do I?
This one?
This is a film of Magnus Mortuga and a woman named Felicia Stonetop.
I guess it doesn't matter.
They're talking about their plans to follow the map.
Remarkable. Wait, was that filmed here on the submarine?
No, in fact, it's not a submarine at all.
Well, I could show the ship.
The ship was called the Dearest Selena, but it belonged to Felicia Stonetop. She was the captain and Mortuga was her helmsman. See, he's at the top there, manning the wheel.
You know, it's been on his desk since I arrived, and I never once thought to ask him about it.
So, okay, we know they intended to follow the map, but do we know if they actually managed it?
Good point. Making plans is one thing, but a successful expedition is quite another.
I can't be sure, but there was something we found here in the submarine. Something that suggests to me Mortuga actually did reach the center of the map. We'll get to this later.
Something that suggests he actually made it.
Get to that in a minute.
Okay.
What's that got to do with it?
You're right, what does it have to do with it?
Oh yeah, look at that. I think you might be right.
But why didn't he just tell me? What did he find in the ocean that was such a big secret? Surely it wasn't just this. It hardly seems like anything at all.
Well, buoys are normally put in place to mark a position.
Position of something else in the ocean.
It has to be. Think about it. If the buoy wasn't attached to anything, then it would have floated away, making the map worthless.
So, if they found the boy when they went to the center of the map,
It was only because it was attached to something else at the time.
The bell. Because the bell had a little hoop. Great. Why is this sparkling?
It's a big compass.
I don't know why that was sparkling. Already asked him about the bell. Well, let's ask him about everything else.
Mortuga's log. Let's find the entry about me, shall we? Here it is, right after Zephyr's. Godric Rip rescued from hot air balloon accident. To refer to it as an accident, a merciful gesture indeed.
Rip, what do you know about this document?
Ah, yes. I believe it belongs to Cynthia, and she gave it to Mortuga shortly after she first arrived. Two individuals in contention of the ownership, however, recent developments exposed. No, I don't like it.
Now, what's wrong with it?
The wording, it's too vague. It could be
Yeah.
about anything.
But if it's not about Cynthia and Mortuga, what would it be about?
I couldn't say, but I stand by it. There's a chance Cynthia's got the wrong end of the stick. She oughtn't be captain after all. Oh, sorry, Cornelius. He doesn't like it when I say wrong end of the stick. Remarkable! There we are! Cornelius, look! I told you all our hard work would put us on the map someday.
How come your logo is a hot air balloon? I thought you sold stuff for boats.
Officially, we deal in the nautical and aeronautical. But in truth, the balloon motif was mostly just for fun. I'm not sure there were ever any aeronauts in Silkworm. Goodness me.
What's it a photo of?
Well, it's a face. I suppose we can agree on that.
Doesn't look like any face I've ever seen.
No, well, perhaps you ought to count yourself lucky.
You seen a face like that?
That's it! Mariana's pipe! She let you see it.
She did.
And? Did you discover anything?
We did.
Well, all right then. End of conversation, apparently. A quaint little pretense of silkworm on sea as beheld in the mind's eye of one Magnus Mortuga.
Did you know Mortuga had made this?
I'd seen it once or twice when he was first working on it, but I always got the impression it was something he wished to keep to himself. Oh yes, Mortuga's little model ship. He always kept it on his desk, although I'd wager it's more than just a paperweight.
Is it based on a real ship?
It's likely. Mortuga did have a ship, or rather he worked on board one. I very much doubt he was the owner. Do you know what this is?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Maybe something left over from when it was painted?
Well, we already determined it was the medicine that he, for some reason, filled the ship with.
Yes. Can't really miss it, can you?
It's creeping me out, but I...
Now, can I move this her down there
I wouldn't lose
at
sleep
all?
over it
At
if
any
I
point? Alright.
Wonderful, isn't it? Cornelius thinks it might be his great-grandmother. For all I know, he may be right.
It belonged to Mortuga, I assume?
Yes, and to me it sits right alongside that iron bell in his office and that stone cauldron in the storeroom. Together, they form Mortuga's collection of inexplicably cursed-looking nautical artifacts.
Maybe they do form a set. So what's the deal with this cauldron?
I've no idea.
Really? I figured you've been here a while. Surely Mortuga would have mentioned it.
He never did. Seems like he was keeping it secret.
From who?
From everyone.
Why would it need to be a secret?
Maybe he just wanted it all for himself. Yeah, whatever was in there. I mean,
It wasn't really Mortuga's modus operandi to be selfish like that. Quite honestly, it's more likely to be the exact opposite.
what? So keeping it secret was him being selfless somehow?
Like if it was dangerous. He kept it hidden as a way of keeping you all safe.
Okay. And I asked him about everyone. Did I ask you about everyone and all the evidence? I asked her about everyone. Oh wait, no I didn't.
Dirk's got a little crush on me, pretty sure.
Cute.
He's a good egg, but he's not my type. I don't go in for the Boy Scout look. Now, if he grew a beard, then I'd be open for negotiation.
Like the werewolf
Sure,
guy?
I could see that.
Sorry, could we maybe talk about something more relevant?
I know he used to run a shop selling compasses or whatever, but from what I gather, he knew it wasn't really his life's calling. Although he seems to have fallen back into it, so I don't know what's going on there. Creature of habit, I guess.
If Grip didn't actually want to work in a shop, what did he want to do?
He wanted to be the navigator for the submarine.
He'd probably be pretty good at that.
Problem was, Magnus didn't need a navigator. Didn't want one.
What?
It's just, now that Mortuga's dead and there's a new captain.
You're thinking Grip might finally get to be navigator?
Except that he said the new
Maybe.
captain won't last long
I don't
either.
think Grip wants to be Cynthia's navigator. I think he wanted to be Mortuga's navigator.
Yeah.
Sim's quite delicate. She's got some real self-worth issues.
She's kinda eerie.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got this 1,000-yard stare, like a rabbit in the headlights.
She's got a unique way of speaking, too.
Yeah, I'm still not sure how much of it is sincere and how much is residual from her time performing on stage. I have heard her talking more normally, though, when she's with Cynthia.
What about Sim's parents?
Orphan. As far as I know, she was homeless for a while, until the system picked her up and she got moved into the theater.
So, she's never had any kind of normal life.
Nope. That 1,000-yard stare's starting to make a little more sense now, huh? Little Cynthia. She's cute, huh?
I don't know if that's an appropriate way to talk about your captain.
You're so right.
You think her being captain is kind of a joke?
It's not a joke to her. She cares a lot about the submarine. I just don't think it's doing her any good to care that much. It's just a hunk of metal, after all.
And wood. Some of it is made out of wood, I noticed.
Did Mortuga want Cynthia to succeed him as captain? Did he ever mention it?
No, I'd say he probably felt the same way I do about it.
Which is...
That she's too young and too bright to be living down here in the dark.
Okay.
Now, when Werman got here, that's when things got interesting.
Why? Because he's a famous author?
Oh no, I don't care about that. I don't read pulp literature.
Oh, right.
Then what's so interesting?
Okay, so, Werman's from Silkworm, just like Mortuga. And after he arrived on the submarine, Mortuga spent a lot of time talking with him.
Wait, you think they knew each other from before? From when they both lived in the town?
No, but I do think they share a connection.
Like, maybe they have a mutual friend or something?
Something like that.
Then it seems like Mortuga would have wanted Werman on the submarine if he had something to gain from it, even if it was just information.
What information, though? What was Mortuga trying to find out?
Any idea what Zephyr's keeping in this bottle?
Whatever it is, he dumps it into the ocean every single night.
What? What do you mean?
Man, I suppose I should have asked her about this before I spoke to him.
Empties the bottle into the water tank below.
And the water tank leads out into the ocean.
Yeah, and then each morning he comes by with the empty bottle and fills it back up again.
Why? What's he doing?
Wow.
I've never managed to work it out.
Man.
Looks broken.
Does it? How can you tell?
I just assumed it was waterlogged from the bilge water.
How did you know we found it in the bilge?
Because it smells, and it's still wet.
Oh yeah. Ew. Sally, you take it.
I don't want it. Ugh, you keep it.
Looks like Mortuga chose to use a typewriter for this.
To make it more official, maybe?
It's more that he didn't like writing by hand. He'd even sometimes ask me to write things for him.
Like what?
Oh, just little notes, you know.
Okay. Now I spoke to you, and I think you about everything. I still have Dirk to do. I think I asked about all the suspects.
Do you recognize any of the little wooden people?
I believe this is supposed to be Silkworm's governor, a man named Faustus Fellow.
Interesting.
He was a wealthy landowner who bought the town in order to bring it under his control.
He bought the whole town?
Why?
I couldn't say. You know, one of the reasons I found it hard to research Mortuga was that there really wasn't much of a paper trail.
Well, seems like he changed his ways.
Yes, it's rather odd, isn't it? I wonder what compelled him to draw up a contract like this. I can't help but feel like the idea must have come from someone else.
Yeah, might be someone else's, like Dirk. Suspicious Dirk. Did I ask you about everything?
Magnus and I installed this in the captain's cabin shortly after we left port for the first time. It is exceptionally heavy.
Did Mortuga tell you why he wanted a big iron bell hanging over
Which
his
isn't
desk?
apparently a bell.
He merely said it was an object of great importance and that he'd like to keep it close by.
Do you have any idea what it is?
He referred to it as a bell, Detective.
Yeah, just going
It's
by the
clearly
shape.
not,
But
though.
it doesn't ring, so we're not sure.
You may be more correct than you know. Personally, I believe it is a bell. Not in the musical sense, but rather a diving bell, which is to say it's designed to be lowered to the ocean floor.
With a person inside?
I doubt it.
No.
It's not really big enough.
It was tied to the boy.
Godric Grip's hand-carved talisman.
You think everything's a talisman.
I thought it was just a part of the branding for his shop.
It may well be. Nonetheless, I conclude that it is imbued with energy, and its primary
Is it?
function is to be an anchor.
It's not
Oh,
heavy enough to be
wow.
an anchor. I'm pretty sure it would float.
The
He means
steering
an
wheel.
emotional anchor.
Oh, right.
It would float. What an enchanting thought.
Look at his wood.
Uh-oh. You've given him an idea.
It may transpire that the true meaning of the cane is found in its unsinkability.
So it's a reminder not to sink, not to drown.
Like some kind of life preserver?
Okay. Finished you. Guess I'll do Dirk. He probably has all the answers anyway. Speak about you.
Dirk Dansom, 6'2", blonde, athletic, passionate, adaptable, amenable.
Okay, you're hired. Please stop.
And how long have you been an actor?
Oh man, I've been trying to break into it for like forever, but I was getting nowhere until Mr. Vanderpeer said he wanted to hire an unknown for his new project, Hex of the Helmsman. It's kind of a fantasy horror adventure. I play mysterious anti-hero Marcus Mordoon. He's pretty much the main guy.
So you went from getting no work to getting the lead in a big movie.
Crazy, right?
So you're rich and famous now?
Well, I mean, yeah, right? I mean, hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Listen, I heard the dude died because of a curse. Is that true?
No, there's no evidence of a curse.
Oh, still.
Did you get to know Mortuga before he died?
Man, I tried. Dude was not much for conversation. You know, I tried explaining how I'm an actor playing a character that's kind of similar to him. Figured he'd be stoked.
Let me guess. He was not, in fact, stoked.
Actually, I tell a lie. There was one thing Mortuga wanted to talk to me about.
Oh, yeah?
He was super curious about contracts.
Like the legal documents.
Yeah, he wanted to know how they work. Like, how they can be used to make people do stuff or not do stuff.
Weird. There's something suspicious about Dirk.
Okay, I've unlocked him. Oh, I didn't need to click the X.
Tell me, Dirk, have you ever been involved in the planning of a murder?
Bro, not cool. Why would you come right out and attack me like that?
Oh, why? Did I hear it on here or here?
Come on, give it up. Just let me take.
Hey, listen, why don't we just kill him? Now, that helps both of us.
Obviously, we're talking about a fictional
why
character.
Why don't we just kill him? Now, that helps both of us. If he dies, we're both free, right?
So, who are you planning to kill, Dirk?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. I know that sounds mondo suspicious, but I just flat out can't say any more about it.
If you're not going to elaborate, we might just have to assume this is a recording of you planning to kill Magnus Mortuga.
Come on, man, that's way off. Why would I want to kill Mortuga? I admire the guy. He's fascinating. I came to the submarine to meet him, not murder him.
Hang on. I thought you only came to the submarine because you were tagging along with Werman.
I mean, yeah, it was Werman who wanted to come to Silkworm and, you know, find the submarine, but I figured if I came with him, I could meet this real guy, the real Mortuga, you know, for research.
Oh, wait, I'm falling behind. Dirk, why would you want to research Mortuga?
For the sequel.
Magnus Mortuga was the original inspiration for Marcus Mordoom, who Dirk plays in the movie adaptation.
Right, so, look, I had this idea. I figured surely meeting the real Mortuga would help with my portrayal of Mordoom in the next movie. Like I said, research. You hear about actors doing that kind of thing, don't you?
So, that was your idea? Your own personal plan? To come with Werman to the submarine?
Yeah, but I don't like the way you phrased that. It sounds like you're leading up to something, or...
Yeah, I don't believe that's why you came here with Werman. In fact, I don't think it was your own idea at all. There's clearly a third party involved. Someone or something that we haven't mentioned yet.
His agent?
The movie producer asked Dirk to spy on J.D. Werman and report back.
It seems like you're basically here as an informant for the Wit and Whimsy production company. You know, those guys who pay your salary.
Spy on Werman? No way, you got it all wrong. Besides, how am I supposed to report back to Wit and Whimsy? They're hundreds of miles away, and we're floating out here in the middle of the ocean.
Dude.
This is your cell phone, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't get any signal out here, not even standing on deck. It's quickly running out of battery, too.
No battery and no signal. What if I said you had a way around both of those problems?
Do I have something that fits in his cell phone? Do I? Okay.
I think this weird ray gun looking thing is actually a custom antenna for your phone. I'd imagine it doubles as a battery charger too. Pretty convenient.
Bro, I don't know what you're basing this on. I mean, look, you plugged it in, but the battery still isn't charging, and I'm still not getting any network signal.
That's because the custom antenna thing is broken.
Oh, for real? Oh, man, it doesn't look broken.
I'm pretty sure it got waterlogged after someone dumped it in the bilge water.
That's where it was? No wonder I couldn't find it. I mean... Okay, whatever, you got me. Consider me fully got.
You know, this thing doesn't look like any kind of retail model. More like a one-off bit of custom engineering.
I'm guessing the production company issued it to Dirk specifically for this journey, probably when they realized he'd be out in the ocean and might need some help getting a phone signal.
Yeah, so Mr. Vanderpeer really didn't want me going off-grid, so he set me up with a way to turn my cell phone into a kind of heavy-duty satellite phone.
And what did Mr. Vanderpeer want you to keep him informed about, exactly?
The progress
Dirk
of the
doesn't have to
second
admit
book.
anything else. All the evidence we need is right here.
There's a handful of outgoing messages from you to Vincent Vanderpeer. Specifically, they're all updates on Werman's progress with his novel.
Look, the studio was worried Werman was just gonna disappear without ever finishing the book. So they sent me to keep an eye on it.
Since when does the
Maybe
movie
even
studio
steer him in the
care
right direction a
about the
little bit.
book?
The right direction, in terms of the story.
Yeah, so the movie studio has this grand plan. They want to make 3 more Marcus Mordoom movies, at least. And so they really need Werman to have his books play out to support that plan.
3 more movies, huh? Sounds like quite a commitment.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is. It would take years.
Interesting. I think we may have finally looped back around to the question at hand. Let's listen to this again, shall we?
Hey, listen, why don't we just kill him? That helps both of us. If he dies, we're both free, right? Come on, I know you don't have any better ideas.
Dirk, I think I finally worked out who you wanted to kill.
The character, obviously.
Marcus Mordoom, the fictional character. The person you're talking to in the recording must be Werman. You're suggesting he should kill off the Mordoom character in his next book.
Hey, come on, dude.
Do you deny it?
Why would I want to kill off Mordoom? That's my character, my job.
You want to be free to take other acting jobs instead.
Let's take a look at the cell phone one more time.
There's an email in here offering you a big role in an upcoming movie, and another email from your agent reminding you that you're not free to take it, and won't be for several years. From what I gather, you signed a pretty lousy contract with Wit and Whimsy, and now you...
Okay, hang on, sorry, but how would you know anything about my contract?
Well, I don't know the fine details, but I did get a general sense of it.
Did we? Hey, there's this thing.
That's not right.
Did we?
It seems to me like your co-star soaked up most of the budget for the movie, and you ended up with a bad deal.
Oh, yeah.
Possibly because you were too keen to sign whatever contract they gave you. Possibly just because you didn't have much negotiating power, since you weren't famous yet.
Yeah, a little from column A, a little from column B.
You said yourself the studio wanted to make at least 3 more Marcus Mordoom movies. So you're stuck in that lousy contract for several years. Unless you can somehow ensure the next movie is the last one.
So, if Werman kills off the character in the books, that would stop the studio making more movies? I'm not convinced that would actually work, but okay.
The point is, now that I'm a known actor, I could be making more money with a different studio. A lot more. But I can't let it get out that I wanted the Mordoom character to be killed off. Everyone's gonna take it the wrong way. They'll call me greedy and ungrateful. Look, you gotta understand, killing off Mordoom isn't just about me. I was also trying to help Werman. He's been looking for a way out too.
A way out?
He's not enjoying writing the books anymore. The whole thing became just this awful burden. I'm sure he'd be happier if he could just be done with it. Hey, besides, maybe killing the main character would actually make for an interesting story. Did you ever consider that?
Okay. I have 2 more people. I already talked to her about everything. Oh yeah.
We found your doll. She's not talking.
You didn't ask her anything.
All right, fine. What's up with the doll? Okay, now she's not talking.
Speaking of, Sim, can the doll talk? Like, does it have a little speaker inside?
She is ever silent. I speak for us both.
I just thought, there's a string on the back. I thought it was like a pull string.
It is a pull string.
Oh, then how does it work?
You pull it.
And what does it do? Wow,
Is this
okay.
yours?
No, not mine. Merely borrowed from Magnus Mortuga.
Mortuga owned a projector? What for? Projecting a film, I guess?
Not this film.
What did you want it for?
Projecting this film.
There's something suspicious about symmetry.
And I have all the evidence now. Sweating.
Symmetry, you were in the Illusion Theater with Mortuga the evening before he died.
I concede! I concede! I am laid bare!
Anyway, there was some talk of Mortuga being killed by a curse. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Grimoire.
What? She's the resident curse expert.
It is entirely possible that the captain was set upon by a curse.
See? I knew she'd know about this.
Let's just stick to the facts, shall we? Sim, if you were in the Illusion Theater with Mortuga, what were you actually doing in there? A performance.
Like a magic act?
A foolish act. A callous indulgence through and through.
I don't understand. Did it go wrong?
I performed it perfectly.
Then what's the problem? She's gone quiet.
It's okay, we don't need to force it out of her. It's a poster for a magic act. Or a rough layout for a poster, anyway.
Oh, we found something else, too.
Sweet sister inanimate, I implore you, leave her be. Her hands are clean.
The doll is a prop used in magic tricks.
What kind of magic trick would need a life-size doll?
Any trick where you need a double, obviously.
This that's the poster. Why are you still upside down?
Your magic act, Lady of the Looking Glass. I don't claim to know exactly how it works, but as far as I can tell, you put the doll behind some kind of special mirror, and it acts as an identical double.
Lady of the Looking Glass is a thing of the past. I am no longer able to perform it.
Because you don't
Why?
have the special mirror.
You misunderstand. I shall never again perform this trick.
Do you think
But
because
why
it
not?
led to Mortuga's death?
Because she's lost one of the other props.
You sure about that?
No,
You
not really.
misunderstand. I shall never again perform this trick.
But why not?
Are they no longer identical?
Because Sim and her doll are no longer identical.
Are they?
Sweet sister stays ever a fresh-faced child.
Oh.
No such fate is writ for me.
So
Well,
you
just
can't
make a
use the
new one.
doll at all anymore?
The doll could
Got
still
it
work as a
wrong.
double for symmetry if the audience was really far away. Almost. The doll could still
No.
work as a double for symmetry if the trick was done in the dark. Almost.
I don't think so. Would placing it upside down work?
The doll could still
No.
work as a double for symmetry if it was placed upside down. Almost.
Oh, I figured that wasn't it, but
The doll could still work as a double for
Okay.
symmetry if it was facing away from the audience.
Facing away? Oh, like the sketch on the poster.
Right.
I wonder why she needed a double, though. This isn't a mirror trick like before.
okay, so I guess she'd have to be on the other side of the mirror.
True. We don't even know what it's called.
Oh.
The stargazing girl. Says it right there.
Besmirched by my own penmanship. Truly the folly of man.
Why would the title be written on the sailcloth?
I'm pretty sure she used it during the magic act. She hung it up to use as a curtain.
Wait, really?
You know what? Let's try that again.
Why would the title be written on the sailcloth?
I'm pretty sure she used it during the magic act.
Would she have worn it?
She draped it over the cauldron.
It's not like that in the original sketch. See, in the drawing, the cauldron's uncovered.
Mortuga asked her to keep the cauldron covered up.
Before the captain assented to me using that room, he'd been using it for storage. When I was first let inside, the sailcloth was indeed draped over the cauldron. I hadn't realized he did not wish me to remove it. When he saw my design for the poster, he had but one request. Symmetry. All I ask is that you keep the sailcloth on the cauldron.
And given that you had to keep it, you made use of it as a kind of banner.
So what's the stargazing girl about? What happens in it?
I do not wish to speak on it.
No? Well, we actually know quite a bit about it already.
Do we? Do I know a bit about it already? Do I?
We'll get to that later.
But we have the death thing.
Stargazing girl stares into the ink-black void. Upon her trembling lips, a question born. A forbidden query of what may be and what may not be. The void, unyielding to the girl's plight, stares back. It speaks.
Close your eyes, my love, and be still, for this is the end and the beginning.
Oh! How can this be?
Mariana Moon was in the bilge at the time. I guess the sound traveled down through the open vent.
Her pipe is a dictaphone.
Dang.
So the first voice belongs to Sim, and then there's a second voice, a woman's voice.
It's one of the other suspects.
Really?
I'm
Really?
gonna
So
try
the
that
first
again.
voice belongs to Sim, and then there's a second voice, a woman's voice.
Do you think she put it on? It was her voice? Because she's 18 now.
It's someone else entirely.
Oh, God. Is it?
This film matches up to the audio from the pipe recording.
And see how in the poster there's a little Grim Reaper guy? That's the person from the film.
I am undone.
Hang on. Why does Sim have a film of a Grim Reaper character? Where'd it come from?
Sim filmed it as part of her old magic show.
Wait, really?
You know what?
She
Let's do
didn't?
that again.
Hang on. Why does Sim have a film of a Grim Reaper character? Where'd it come from?
You don't really think that Martuga did it right? I mean, why would he?
Tortuga filmed it here on the submarine. On second
hang on.
thought.
Okay, that's what
Why
I
does
thought.
Sim have a
Fuck.
film of a Grim Reaper character? Where'd it come from?
Is it really from his movie?
It's a scene from Dirk's movie.
Oh, right. That's right. Hug.
Oh yeah, good catch.
Okay, so Sim put the projector into the doll, and it projected onto the circular window at the back of the room.
If the doll was sitting on the cauldron, where was the real Sim?
Nope.
That's not it. The cabinet to the side? I don't get why she couldn't just sit in the cauldron herself.
Listen to the end of the recording again.
Close your eyes, my love, and be still, for this is the end and the beginning.
Right at the end, it sounds like something falls onto the floor. Something solid. The doll's head. The whole thing culminates with the cloaked figure swinging the scythe. Sim screams, pulls a string, and the doll is decapitated.
Oh, geez, that's kinda dark.
I lay awake that night, eyes wide with regret, able to bear it no longer. The decision was made. I would tear it all down, the whole misbegotten affair.
So that's why you went back to the Illusion Theater.
And that's when you found Mortuga.
The image of his lifeless form. It filled me with a great thunderous guilt.
But why? You think you might have actually caused Mortuga's death, somehow?
I know not the manner of Magnus Mortuga's death, but I do know this. The night of the stargazing girl. It was his last.
So, even if his death was unrelated, you feel bad that your trick was one of the last things he ever saw.
When we began, you implied that I laid a curse upon him. And I say this. Maybe I did.
I don't think so.
I think it's finally time to make our report to Cynthia.
She'll be thrilled.
I don't know who the killer is. He wanted to be a navigator. He can't be the navigator under her. He don't think he would have killed him so he can find the X marks the spot. She came to give him a black box so she can explore the submarine. I don't think she would have killed him. She likes him. I don't understand what his motive would be. I don't know if any of them really have a motive. That's her. But she's the one who called us.
Hey, do you have a minute? We're, ready to make our report.
What's wrong?
I appreciate your hard work. Truly. However, I think it's time you left.
What?
We didn't even tell you what we found.
People are starting to accuse each other. I don't like it.
So you're giving up? You're not gonna see this through?
Sorry, but I just think maybe
What? That's just the way it's meant to be?
I need to
Man.
go. Everyone's gathering in the mess hall. I'll resurface the submarine, and you can leave via the foredeck.
Okay, obviously
I
we'd have
guess
to tell the
we better
police
go.
about this. It isn't something that's just gonna be forgotten, dude.
This makes a little more sense now.
But who painted the big Mortuga name on there?
You don't think Mortuga would have done it himself?
I don't think so.
Then I guess it was the guy who rebuilt the submarine. Drummond, I think his name was? The shipyard guy. Mince the rowing boat.
Oh wait, you don't think... Did Cynthia really think we'd use that boat? Or did she just forget to take the submarine back to town?
I don't know.
She seemed really off. Did something happen?
I think she's just getting scared.
Scared of what? Exposing a murderer?
Of the truth. Of facing the truth and all the consequences of it. Whatever they end up being.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough
Really going to
evidence.
leave, are we?
No, we're not done. Not yet.
But what do we do?
Remember what Cynthia said? Everyone's gathering in the mess hall. Seems like something of an opportunity.
Aha. Not just that, but we're back on the surface too.
We sure are.
So, what are we waiting for?
See, look, there's the thing, the figurehead that was at the front of the ship. So you like combine the submarine and the ship. Oh god. I'm finally starting chapter 3, I guess. Wait.
We've got work to do.
I don't know what else I would look at.
Been a while. What?
It's boy, by the way.
No, it's buoy.
Agree to disagree?
Disagree to disagree.
I also thought it was buoy. So when he was saying boy, I
It's
was
the
like
aft deck.
confused.
Hey, we forgot to go check it out.
We didn't forget. It was underwater until about 2 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah.
Can we check it out now? No?
We've got work to do.
No! Okay. I'm gonna go here. Please.
I guess now we can get outside.
Are those... They can't be. Wouldn't they get washed away?
It almost looks like they're burned into the wood. They're permanent.
There's another one over here.
It's the mast.
It's been snapped in half, and it's leaning to one side.
A bad storm, maybe?
Was there an actual creature?
Holy... Grimoire, there's a giant wooden woman tied to the back of the submarine.
I was wondering if they kept this. I half expected to find it inside the submarine somewhere, but it's too big to fit in the storeroom, I guess. It's the figurehead.
She looks like Moon. A bit.
Oar.
Or what?
Oar. It's the other oar.
From the rowing boat on the foredeck? What's it doing over here?
Tadpole told us she threw it over here.
And it got stuck in the wall. And hasn't moved since.
Seems like it. It's the door leading back into the captain's quarters.
The one part that actually looks like it belongs on a submarine.
There's a big metal latch, but
What?
it just seems odd that you'd be able to latch the door from the outside.
Huh.
It's the aft deck.
It doesn't look anything like the foredeck.
Of course not.
Is that it?
Old rigging.
It's kinda slimy.
The railing's been destroyed here,
Something crushed it. Looks like it happened ages ago.
and they never repaired it. What's this?
I don't know what it's called, but I think that's where you attach the wheel.
The ship's wheel?
Yeah.
I think I got everything.
We arrived at the submarine just before sunrise.
And now it's sunset.
Okay.
What? You just said something.
No, I didn't.
But... never mind.
Maybe it's time we took another look at this iron bell.
So, we've been calling it a bell this whole time.
It's not a bell at all. It's a mechanism that connects to another clue. The hanging part slots into the shape on the lid to lock or unlock the cauldron.
If the bell attaches onto the top of the cauldron, then it must be possible to move it down into the room below, into the illusion theater.
What are you suggesting? We carry it along the hallway, down the ladder, along another hallway?
No, there's gotta be some simple way to do it.
Yeah, let's take another look at this room. A series of ropes.
They're for hanging the bell from the ceiling. That's it?
What?
It's just going to hang in the middle of the room?
You can reach it, can't you?
Yeah, but...
Then I don't see the problem.
There must be a way to get this open.
We'll just have to hope we stumble across the answers somewhere else.
I wonder if there was something we missed in Mariana's room. You know, the cargo hold?
I still don't have access to that place.
It's Mariana's tent, and she's not here to stop us looking inside.
So, is there anything in there?
Yep, a mushroom puzzle box.
A what?
What? Dayglow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Starting with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which means there's 4. Starting with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nothing.
Pick a mushroom.
Right.
There's 14 mushrooms total.
I somehow have way more. There's less Nevergleams than I thought. Alright. I'll just assume 4 plus 2 plus 3. It's 9. 15 minus 9 is 5.
Yo.
Nice.
Stupid me.
It opened.
What's in there?
It's a little plastic thing.
Uh.
Oh, wait, I know what this is. It's a tape from Mariana's dictaphone.
She was calling Dirk.
Hello, who's this?
Or Dirk is calling her.
My name is Magnus Mortuga.
Oh, yeah? Just happen to have my number, do you? Listen, buddy.
I'm not lying to you. You and I share a mutual acquaintance, and she has informed me of your skill set. I wish to hire you, and I believe I have something I can offer in payment.
I'm listening. What are you after?
I'm in need of information. Information about a woman named Felicia Stonetop.
But it was called... She got called by Dirk, though.
You know, we should probably listen to that new tape we found.
The pipe dictaphone tape?
Yeah.
I did. Oh, there must be more recordings. Or not.
I really don't know why you're here. This doesn't concern you. Even if it does, it is wholly unrelated to our unfortunate voyage. It doesn't open that way, it slides out at the side. Let me do it. There's something inside. Wait, what's this?
That recording. It's Mortuga opening the black box.
It's what Mariana said she recorded while she was in the control room.
And just like she said, Mortuga's having a one-sided conversation.
I think it's missing half the audio. If only we could hear the whole thing.
Even as it is, I'd say this is a pretty important discovery.
Oh?
We finally know how to open the black box.
Do we?
Yep. It's no wonder we couldn't get the lid open.
Maybe there is a way to open it.
No, it said it slides. I don't want to push it.
It slides out at the side. Let me do it.
Thank you. Already chapter 4.
It's a scroll.
The last of the scroll. Part of the scroll. I know you wanted the coordinates, but I don't know them, so this is all you get. If you don't know how to make use of it, that's your problem, not mine. We put it all back where we found it, with the exception of the key, which, as you're well aware, has been safely around my neck ever since. Remember, it destroyed my father within a few short years. He was a man of sturdy constitution too, or he had been before we found it, before she spoke to us. A wise man would simply put the entire thing out of his mind. There's like multiple people with SS names.
Yeah, I know.
But only one person on the ship.
Should we put it back together?
All in good time.
What do you mean all in good time?
It's an envelope.
This is a grief mourning envelope. Selena Stonetop. Can I open it? No? Oh, it's empty.
It's empty.
Those black edges.
Yeah, it's a mourning envelope. It's used to send news of someone's death.
Faustus Fellow and Selena Stonetop.
It's a film reel.
The rain is incessant, but it's oddly localized, like a local biome. Fluid. What I believe to be amniotic fluid is being diluted. I'm curious to see what happens. We believe it was born here long ago. How long, I cannot say. We found traces of its pilgrimage to the south. It's barren for some miles until, of course, you near the coast. Follow the line and you'd come to a small settlement known as Silkworm. It may be endangered, or it may hold a position of insight. I'm not sure. I'd like to suggest one of you travel there and find out. Faustus, I thought perhaps this might interest you in particular. Ask for a man named Solomon Stonetop.
What I need is to take the actual, like, notes. Lena and Faustus. Who is that girl? I need to ask more about this, apparently. And James does, because a half-sister. So Felicia died. I still have to see about what to do about the Iron Bell.
So the bell's attached to a rope winch.
Presumably, so it can be lowered onto the cauldron.
But...
Yeah, no. We'll need to clear a path for it first.
Ow.
You don't want to take another look in here?
I do. But let's finish the checklist first.
You want me to speak to them first?
Everyone's in here. I don't think they've spotted us.
Let's stay back here. Maybe we can listen in on what they're each talking about.
Eavesdropping?
I never used that word. But yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I should start locking the door when I'm recruited.
The Iron Bell really not related to the crisis.
Wouldn't let me swim her pool.
Could go out on the Arctic.
Oh, it's still in the pocket of Mom's jacket.
Hey.
It's okay to have you.
Sure, I was called this more two guys opening the black box.
Safely concealed, remember? Well, let us see.
Yeah, that's right. A mermaid's tongue.
Let's take another look at this bookshelf. Why don't you reach in? Maybe there's a switch or something on the
Or
other side.
the mermaid's tongue.
Because I absolutely do not want to.
Ugh. Here goes. Got it. The bookcase moved. It was a secret door. Sally, you must be thrilled.
My secret door quota is well on the way to being met. Is that what I think it is?
I want to take a closer look at it, but it's locked behind glass.
Is it locked?
What's that? A letter?
2 letters.
Dear Zacharias, how's your research going? Have you made any new discoveries about dreams? Pilgrim has been quiet recently. I may be going on a trip soon, an ocean voyage. Valencia has been trying to get a hold of a particular map. She says it will lead to something really strange and interesting. She says it is something that could change our lives. I'm apprehensive about it. I think I like my life the way it is. The voyage turned out to be ill-fated. Since returning, I have been quite ill. I am recovering, but I am now afflicted with a peculiar recurring dream. I have drawn a picture. Valencia sold the ship and left town. I believe she took the opportunity to do these things while I was bedbound so that I could not argue with her. I cannot fault her this strategy, for I would have demanded answers from her had I been able. In pursuit of the answers I seek, I have entered into a peculiar agreement, and soon I too will be leaving in town. In fact, I will be staying on board a submarine for a time. And now the reason for this letter: I would like to request that you accompany me on this venture. You could bring your equipment and continue your studies on board. There is plenty of space, and the voyage may even afford you unique research opportunities. If you are willing, return to Sulcum as soon as possible. When you arrive, I shall already be housed on the submarine moored in the dock. Important, go to Stone Top and retrieve the large stone cauldron from the cellar. Conceal it amongst your supplies and bring them all on board at the same time. I'll meet you on board. You can set up in what is currently the infirmary. I shall take the cauldron from you a little later.
Oddities.
Knickknacks.
Doodads.
Assorted, anomalous artifacts.
Nice.
Can I not lock it in here?
Is that what I
I wanted it.
Is it a mask?
I'm not sure, but if you laid it down flat, you could use it as a sundial.
Hey, it's a crystal ball.
On a normal day, that'd be worth a look. But I think we've already hit our crystal ball capacity.
I don't know what this is, but I can't seem to look away.
Sally.
Hmm?
You are getting hypnotized.
Really? Cool.
This looks like one of those metal masks they used to make prisoners wear.
When did they do that?
You know, the olden times.
Right.
Hang on.
Yeah, it's Boggy. The swamp monster from Boggy's Bog. Don't panic, it's just a wax model.
We can't seem to get away from this guy. Dr. Zephyr's Cabinet of Curiosity.
It's not a cabinet. It's a whole dang room.
Well, almost. It's more like a walk-in pantry.
A walk-in pantry is a room. Oddities.
Knickknacks.
Doodads.
Okay. I think I've already...
It's an armillary sphere.
Usually the rings are set around the Earth or the Sun, but this one has a little clawed foot in the center.
I don't have the mental capacity to consider the implications of that.
Okay, what else? What else? Oh, yeah.
Hello? Hex?
Is he still asleep?
Hello.
Sorry, you startled me.
Hex is my friend. I may be of help. His thoughts and memories are wrought visible upon his skin. Surely you wish for him to think upon the last time he saw Magnus Mortuga?
Yeah, sounds good.
What's she doing? She's just tapping the glass.
Shh.
It is done.
Thanks.
I was never here.
Wait, where'd she go?
Never mind that. Take a look at this.
Cool, this is a totally normal thing to happen. Why did you see that? Or you were outside the ocean at the time? won't let me get into the locked case. And I can't do anything about the iron bell.
Oh, it's been drained of water.
I thought it was a diving airlock, but maybe it's just a ballast tank?
Only one way to find out.
Don't touch that door. It goes right out into the ocean.
I doubt you could open it if you wanted to. It's probably pressure locked while the room is drained of water.
But if the room was full of water...
Then yeah, you could use it to go outside. There's a drain here.
That must be how the room fills and empties itself with water.
Kinda weird.
It's a real, actual treasure chest.
Let's open it.
Hold on. I'm just savoring the moment. And done. There we go.
Nice.
It doesn't matter what they want.
Ouch.
What happened?
I cut my finger. There's something sharp in there.
The murder weapon? No.
I guess it was the coral that's sharp. It's weird. It's like crystal. What's wrong with you?
It's actually treasure. Coins, pearls, gems. Standard treasure.
You were hoping for something else?
I assumed to be something weird, something confusing, something to turn the case on its head, you know?
Airlock Grotto? Is that where I am right now? No. Where's Airlock Grotto?
Now Cynthia's not here, we can finally take a closer look at that jacket.
We could, but it's still locked behind glass.
There must be some way to get at it. Well, there's an electronic panel over here. Some kind of switch, maybe?
More puzzles that I can't do because I'm stupid.
That's not it.
So we've got to move the 6 panels to cover up the circuit board. There's a way to rotate them too, but it's...
What? It's not good enough for you?
That's the one.
Good job. I've been dying to check in the pockets of this thing. Oh, hey, there's something bulky in here.
Oh, it's a radio.
It's just like that one we found in the captain's cabin. Well, almost.
One of them that one looks more like her than the other one does. Where is Airlock Grotto again? And I don't know how to get in there.
Is that what I
I wanted to.
There's a bunch of little skulls down here.
Oh. Okay, man.
Hey, I did it.
I'm impressed.
Now what?
Steal. He stole it from Tadpole, who found it outside. A mask. Gather the clues, but for real this time. Okay, Iron Bell, Airlock Grotto. Which one is Airlock Grotto again? Pretty sure Felicia died. That was her name, because a mourning letter was sent to her parents. But it wasn't at sea, since apparently she was still alive when they came back after their ill-fated trip. JD Worm's got a secret sister who is the daughter of his father and Felicia, and I don't remember what her name was. This was Airlock Grotto. Oh, okay.
Well, Tadpole's not here.
Thus, you're free to start breaking her belongings.
Now we can finally take a proper look at this.
Okay. Can we open it? Is it gonna stay round up? While around within the bowels of the ship, his lifeless body lies in the shadow of an ancient stone cauldron. The cauldron's heavy iron lid has never been unlocked. It has never been opened. For all its strength, he ultimately proved powerless against the lure of the unknown. On this morning, the cauldron has been unlocked. On this morning, it is wide open. That's his body. That somehow Wernham predicted. It is understood that Party A commissioned a Mr. Donovan Drummond to construct the Mortuga submarine by combining parts from two other vessels. Party A claimed to have paid for this transaction alone and thus was the legal owner of the Mortuga submarine despite its name. However, one Cynthia Seafoam has now provided evidence of how exactly Mr. Drummond was paid. It transpires that Mr. Drummond was paid with the deeds to the Stonetop Inn, which belonged solely to Party B at the time of the transaction. Okay, so it was related, but somehow...
Well, that looked familiar.
It's a secret third page of the command contract.
Secret second page, technically.
Let's just read it again. Previously, Party A has been considered the legal owner of the Mortuga submarine and thus its rightful commander. However, it was in development and has exposed that Party B is in fact the legal owner of the vessel. It's understood that Party A commissioned a Mr. Donovan Drummond to construct the Mortuga submarine by combining parts from two other vessels. Party A claimed to have paid for this transaction alone, and thus was the legal owner of the Mortuga submarine despite its name. However, one Cynthia Seafoam has now provided evidence of how exactly Mr. Drummond was paid. It transpires that Mr. Drummond was paid with a deed to the Stonetop Inn, which belonged solely to Party B at the time. Felicia Stonetop. Selena Stonetop. Felicia's dead. Iron Bell. Now how do you expect me to bring the Iron Bell down?
You don't want to take another
I
look.
do, but let's finish the check.
Matt, what do you want me to do?
It's an old birdcage.
Minus the bird.
Should we move the table?
I'll let you do that.
So the bell's attached to a rope.
Presumably, so it can be lowered onto the cauldron.
But
Yeah, no. We'll need to clear a path for it first.
should we move the rug? Me again, huh?
Oh.
Should we move the lid?
I can take this one.
Wow, thanks.
Oh.
A series of ropes.
They're for hanging the bell from the ceiling. Let's not wander off right now.
It's open.
Looks like it's exactly the right size for the bell to go through.
So what now? Do we just turn the rope winch ourselves?
I guess we could, but it's probably easier if we use the handle.
I don't see a handle.
That's because it's not in this room.
Ah.
Is that everything?
Nearly. There's one more room we need to revisit.
Okay.
Well, here we are. One last time.
There must be some way to get the iron bell to lower onto the cauldron. We'd better shut it. That poster, it's taped to a pipe on the wall.
The pipe looks a little loose. Do you think it's supposed to move?
Weird. Oh. That's weird. No, I don't know why anyone would design something like that.
Now, it fits perfectly. So when
It could, if we can work out how to activate it.
I can't quite reach both handles at the same time. Maybe if my arms were a little longer.
You know, you don't have to stand there with your face pressed into it.
I'm not.
Because there's two of us. We can take one handle each.
Oh, right.
What is that thing?
That little metal part isn't supposed to be there, huh?
I wonder.
Okay. Alright, we're getting to the end. I don't know if I have enough evidence. At least against anyone that's here.
Let's put this together, shall we?
Go ahead.
So, Mortuga opened the cauldron in order to take something out of it. And that's when he was killed.
Okay, but how was he killed?
The thing inside the cauldron.
You sure about
No,
that?
and
not
that's
really.
when he was
Okay.
killed.
Okay, but how was he killed?
Well, there's something attached to the iron bell, I guess.
The iron bell.
We know that the cauldron lid is unlocked by that screwdriver kind of thing on the iron bell.
And so, if Mortuga wanted to unlock the cauldron, he'd first have to lower the bell into this room, like we just did.
You know, we've actually got evidence for this. First-hand evidence, no less. Hex had a memory of seeing Mortuga through the window of the Illusion Theater.
Oh yeah, look at that. The dark shape that lowers down in front of Mortuga. That's the iron bell.
Must be. But then to actually unlock the cauldron, you have to turn the handles on both sides of the bell.
Yeah, well, we just did that too. It was easy.
I mean,
With
sure,
two people.
You've got two people taking one handle each, but how did Mortuga do it?
He had help from someone else.
Wait, really?
You know what? Let's try that again.
But then to actually unlock the cauldron,
Man, I'm
you
stupid.
have to turn the handles on both sides of the bell.
Yeah, well, we
Well,
just
if he's
did
got
that
long
too.
arms, he could do it himself, but I don't know
Sure,
what
if
tool
you've got
he
two
used.
people taking one handle each, but how did Mortuga do it?
Like, I don't have a tool that he could have used.
He did it by himself.
You think?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. There's even a record of him trying to do this once before.
Is there? What kind of record?
Felicia Stonetop's diary. From their time on the Dearest Selena. Magnus put his arms around it to turn the things. He can just about reach, but I told him not to do it like that. Might not be safe, since we don't know exactly what'll happen. So I said we could do it together, one each.
So Mortuga could do it by himself, but only just.
Right, only just. In order to reach both sides, he had to place his body directly up against the bell, just like you were trying to do before I told you not to.
And that's what got him killed?
The metal thing was wedged into the iron bell to kill Mortuga when it rotated around. Mortuga was cut
On
straight
purpose?
across the neck when the upper section of the bell swung around. We saw how fast it goes, and it's really heavy. It must have a whole load of force behind it.
The little metal thing, it's not actually part of the iron bell. Someone must have put it there.
Right, the culprit, presumably, knowing it would kill Mortuga if and when he tried to unlock the cauldron. Only it's, kind of small. Even if you did press up against the bell, I'm not sure it's long enough or sharp enough to cut you.
It broke off.
It was longer, but it's been broken in half. The part sticking out of the bell isn't the complete murder weapon. It's a fragment left behind when it was broken, presumably when the culprit took it back out.
A fragment of what? A knife?
Something that belonged to the culprit.
Really?
I'm gonna try that again. The part sticking out of the bell isn't the complete murder weapon. It's a fragment left behind when it was broken, presumably when the culprit took it back out.
Man,
A fragment of what? A knife?
am I stupid for not knowing what it is automatically? Why would it be in the black box? Why would it belong to Mortuga? It could be a letter opener. Be kind of weird letter opener though.
Something that belonged to Mortuga.
Sure about that?
The part sticking out of the bell
Okay, oh my
isn't
God.
a complete murder weapon. It's a fragment left behind when it was broken, presumably when the culprit took it back out.
A fragment of what? A knife?
Something taken out of the black box.
Where's that inference from?
That's not right.
This is the correct clue, but we need to choose the right one.
Oh, fuck.
The envelope's empty now, but there's an imprint of what was in there when Mortuga first opened the box. It's pretty clear. You can see exactly what shape it is.
Okay, but what is it?
Why are there scissors in a morning envelope?
A pair of scissors. Yeah, let's do that again. The envelope's empty now.
And why was it in that envelope?
A necklace. I think we'll circle back around to this.
She's wearing a necklace on her that's shaped like a pair of scissors. I didn't read it, said painting.
It once belonged to Felicia Stonetop. She's wearing it in the painting. I'm pretty sure she is, anyway.
I don't know. It doesn't show the necklace very clearly. It's half hidden in her dress.
Here it is, as worn by Selena Stonetop, Felicia's mother, who presumably passed it down to her daughter. I'm assuming that's why it was eventually sent back to Silkworm, back to its original owner after Felicia died.
So, the morning envelope was sent to Fellow Manor, and then Selena, or Governor Fellow, or whoever, they put it in the black box.
And then eventually Mariana comes along, finds the box, brings it onto the submarine, and hands it to Magnus Mortuga.
Who then opens it while he's in the captain's cabin with the culprit.
I really don't know why you're here. This doesn't concern you. Even if it does, it is wholly unrelated to our unfortunate voyage. It doesn't open that way. It slides out at the side. Let me do it. There's something inside. Wait. What's this?
But what happened next?
Well, we know Mortuga didn't stay too long in the captain's cabin, since Mariana told us he came back into the control room.
So, maybe Mortuga left the culprit in the cabin with a necklace?
And that's when they could have wedged it into the side of the iron bell, so that if Mortuga attempted to unlock the cauldron by himself,
it would be the last thing he ever did. There's something I don't understand.
What?
Mortuga opened the cauldron in order to take something out, and that's when he was killed.
Right.
So why was the cauldron empty?
Are we assuming someone actually was able to get in there? Either always OD or stolen?
The culprit stole the contents of the cauldron. That's the only way to explain it.
But how did they get to it?
How did they get to the cauldron? You mean
maybe they hid in the wooden panel?
Well, not technically locked, but Mortuga turned the wheel to shut the bulkhead door from the inside, and he shut it tight, probably as tight as he could, and by all accounts he was pretty strong.
The culprit didn't need to use that door. They came in via the captain's cabin. You know, through the hole in the floor.
Surely Mortuga would have made sure nobody could get into the captain's cabin.
How?
He had a key, he would have locked it.
You think?
Definitely, since he'd have rearranged it like we just did, moving the desk and the rug to reveal the hole. He wouldn't want anyone wandering in and seeing that.
So the culprit would have needed the eyeball key.
Mm-hmm.
But how? I doubt Mortuga left it lying around. He probably took it with him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mortuga did take the key into the illusion theater.
But then he died in a locked room. So how did someone else get hold of it?
Could explain the smell.
The eyeball key fell through the vent under the cauldron and landed in the bilge.
It fell into the bilge?
Remember how it smelled kind of weird? That's the bilge water smell.
So the eyeball key just happened to roll across the floor and into the vent?
No, it didn't happen by accident. The culprit tilted the submarine.
The ship's wheel? I don't remember which one goes up and down, I think.
Making the submarine surface tilts the front end up and the back end down.
They moved the whole submarine just for that?
Yep.
Did we have any evidence for that?
Aside from most of the suspects mentioning it in their statements.
Oh yeah. Anything else?
I don't remember. Oh yeah, the blood.
A phenomenon observed at the crime scene.
Mortuga's blood. It pulled out first, but then started running down towards the bilge vent. Anything else?
Okay.
A clue found in the control room.
There actually was a clue found in the control room that I totally forgotten about. I'm stupid.
That's not it.
It did stop working. This part?
A log card from the day of the murder. It shows the depth of the submarine.
It starts at 0. That's when it surfaced. Presumably that's when Mariana came on board. It steadily goes down, but then later it suddenly goes back up again.
Anything else?
A clue found at the crime scene.
What did I find at the crime scene? I mean, this broke.
The moon vial. How is that evidence of the submarine tilting?
It makes sense if you know where it came from.
Oh yeah, we found a part of it that got left behind.
Where are you? Oh. So he was using it to build the ship for some reason.
So the moon vial rolled right off Mortuga's desk and through the hole in the floor.
Once the culprit had the key, they could let themselves into the captain's cabin, which, as we know, gave them access to the crime scene from above.
They climbed down the rope, through the hole, and into this room, where they were free to take the content of the cauldron for themselves.
Although, to get out, they'd need to climb back up the bell rope, meaning they'd have to leave the illusion theater with the iron bell still lowered onto the cauldron.
Right, well, I figured they just turned the rope winch manually. I'm sure you could, even if it's not how you're supposed to do it.
And after that, all they had to do was cover the hole back up with a rug in the desk.
And lock the captain's cabin on their way out. It's about time we went to speak with everyone else.
Mess hall?
Let's go.
Where did everyone go?
Wait, do you hear that? I can hear them arguing. I think they're above us.
In the parlor? What's going on?
Painting.
Last time
Look,
I know this isn't ideal, but this is just how it needs to be until we can.
Cynthia, you have visitors?
Hi. Hey.
We're back.
What's going on?
Cynthia's decided to lock us in.
I've just locked the foredeck access, just for the time being.
How come?
She may have gone mad. We're still assessing.
She's worried the culprit will attempt to escape as soon as they're named.
Oh, we're naming the culprit? Lovely. I've been looking forward to this.
We're still doing that? I thought Cynthia fired the detective dudes.
She didn't fire us.
On the contrary, we've been pretty busy.
Oh? Doing what?
What else? Solving the mystery.
Great. Can't wait to embarrass myself.
So what are we looking at? Do you have the murder weapon?
No.
Kinda?
Right. Kinda.
Cynthia, maybe you should have fired them.
No, look. Listen to me. Mortuga was killed by the mechanism of the iron bell. It lowers onto the cauldron and they fit together. It's a big mechanical lock.
Right. And there's this little metal thing wedged in the side. It's not part of the iron bell itself, but they got in and out without ever opening or closing the bulkhead door.
So, the murder weapon.
It's a necklace?
Felicia Stonetop's necklace.
And it's still missing?
Right. Apart from a small fragment that snapped off and was left in the iron bell.
And Mortuga was killed because he tried to take something out of the cauldron?
Take what out of the cauldron?
It can only really be one thing. The one thing that all of this has been about.
Ah, fuck me. But there were scratch marks in there. But this thing is like super suspicious.
The mermaid's tongue.
Yeah, you stole it, Zephyr.
The mermaid's what?
It's a kind of ancient artifact. Mortuga found it on a sea voyage years ago.
Right. The same voyage captured on this film reel and depicted in this bottle.
Captain Felicia Stonetop and her helmsman, Magnus Mortuga. They went off into the ocean on a ship named the Dearest Selina.
And came back with a mermaid's tongue.
And that's what Mortuga kept in the cauldron?
But it was empty. It's been empty since we discovered the murder.
Quite right. If this mermaid's tongue came out of the cauldron, where's it been this whole time?
Well, we found it in Dr. Zephyr's cabinet of curiosity.
Did you? Fascinating.
But what is it? What does it do?
So, I'll just say it now, even though it's like completely wrong. I think the Moon Lady kind of looks like the mother, and there's that picture on the Silkworm map of the girl who's got the same hairstyle. That is the daughter of Felicia, but I don't know. Moon might be too old for that, and it just could just be a coincidence. And I'm not sure if Zephyr is connected. I think he just found it because it fell in the ocean. And then Tadpole found it and brought it inside. And then he stole it from her room, I think. Someone was holding it on the deck, using it, when Tadpole threw the oar. It was Tadpole who threw the oar, right? I really don't remember. If this wasn't like an actual mystery, I would have been taking notes.
The mermaid's tongue, said to facilitate communication with she who lies beyond the veil.
requires a special key to operate. Huh.
A key? What kind of key?
Wait, facilitate communication? What does that actually mean?
It's a translator. When worn over one's head, the mermaid's tongue allows you to commune with the mermaid. Thus the name tongue, referring not to an appendage, but to the language spoken by the mermaid.
How nice.
Anyone gonna tell me who the mermaid is, or...?
So there's a painting, painted by Selena Stonetop, we think.
And a photograph taken with the submarine's underwater imaging system.
And, why would you need a translator to talk to her? She's not local, or what?
She speaks a language none of us could understand. It is said that attempting to commune with her without harnessing the mermaid's tongue would drive one mad.
But how does it work?
Nobody knows.
Nice. Convenient.
It is a powerful and priceless artifact.
Oh, it's powerful, all right. Look what it's doing to all of you.
I don't know, guys. I'm not sure if I'm buying into this thing. Kind of just looks like some grody old leather mask.
Could be a fake. These two are basically the same thing, right?
That's because it is. Let's look at this
Kind of
again.
just looks like some grody old leather mask.
That's because it's a fake.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe
Kinda
that's
just
not it.
looks like
Okay.
some grody old leather mask.
Not complete.
That's because it's not complete.
How do you know?
So
Yeah,
this
how do you
image
know,
here,
man?
It's a photograph of a drawing.
Oh,
A
there's
crop
the
photograph,
gems.
too. The good news is, we've got the real thing.
The gems are missing.
That's not right. That's not right.
Oh, you're talking about the map. Oh yeah, the coral. I remember that.
It turns out the ocean map shows what it's supposed to look like.
Whoa! Can I not?
Oh, sure, just help yourself to the stuff in my personal treasure chest. I don't mind.
That antenna. Is that coral? It looks sharp.
It is, and it's hard, like crystal. I'm pretty sure it explains the scratch marks in the cauldron.
But why did Mortuga keep it locked in the cauldron?
Some of these feel like a guessing game. Like, would direct sunlight have destroyed it? Did it say anything about that?
Because he wanted to keep it hidden from everyone. The mermaid's tongue being on board was a secret Mortuga was keeping. The cauldron was covered by the sailcloth and locked in the storeroom, and Mortuga wanted to keep it that way.
It's true. When he saw my poster, he told me we had to keep the cauldron covered up.
Why the cauldron, though? Wouldn't it have been less conspicuous if he just kept it in a wooden crate or something?
Keeping the mermaid's tongue in the cauldron wasn't something Mortuga came up with himself. Even before he ever found it, it's just where it's always been kept.
The scroll.
There it is. See? In the cauldron, beneath the iron bell, beneath the wooden buoy.
But that was a long time ago. How do you know the mermaid's tongue was still in the cauldron at the time of the murder?
Well, Tadpole told us about someone she saw on the aft deck shortly after the murder. She described it as a demon, with a single horn and glowing eyes.
The culprit wearing the mermaid's tongue.
Right. We figured they'd just taken it from the cauldron after killing Mortuga.
So the culprit knew about the mermaid's tongue. Knew what it was?
knew how to use it?
Definitely.
But Mortuga never really told us about any of this. How did the culprit know about it?
Because they were the third person on the Dearest Selena voyage.
Good, because, like, there was a shadow in the door. So it wasn't him because he sent letters to him when he was on the voyage and coming back. I am suspicious about Moon.
The third person?
In addition to Magnus Mortuga and Felicia Stonetop, I assume.
Right. It was a crew of 3, not 2.
And what evidence have you collected to support this?
Evidence? Let's see. Mortuga's film reel.
You really want to turn back after you got the map sussed out and everything?
There's no wind. It's an ill omen.
Oh my god, Magnus, you're so dramatic.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Spooky.
Let's see. The audio recording of Mortuga opening the black box.
What recording is this?
I really don't know why you're here. This doesn't concern you. Even if it does, it is wholly unrelated to our unfortunate voyage.
Mortuga is talking to the third person from the voyage.
Is he? I only hear the one voice.
What? Does something explain it? I mean, there was the handheld radios that she was using. Or I could use the wooden pipe.
Before it reached Mariana's pipe, the audio was transmitted from the cabin to the control room by these radios. Only they're faulty, or one of them is, at least. It turns itself on and off every few seconds. The cadence happened to line up with the conversation, so you only get Mortuga's
But that means Moon is
That's quite
got an
the
alibi.
coincidence. Personally, if I'd written that, I'd feel guilty.
There are more things in heaven and earth, Mr. Werman.
Yeah.
Let's see. The ship in a bottle. The ship in a bottle rattles when you shake it because a model of someone else is hidden inside the ship.
I knew there was something in there. Someone in there.
Well, there we are. Quite a bit of evidence as it stands.
All right, but does any of that tell you who it actually is?
Potentially, yeah. The ship in a bottle rattling when you shake it.
Wait, the model person inside the ship?
We can
There's a
look
way
at
to
it.
work out who it is?
Yeah, I'll just
I
open it
can
up.
think of a way.
Let's do it with logic and reasoning, shall we? First, we'll compare the ship in a bottle with Mortuga's other wooden model.
The model town. What about it?
The people who aren't in the town?
The people who aren't in the town.
What do you mean?
Mortuga and Felicia aren't in the town because they're on the ship. Selena too, I suppose, since she's the figurehead.
I don't think they're who she's talking about.
It's important to remember that the model town is specific to Mortuga's life. When adding the model figures, he only included people he had dealings with. And he only detailed the buildings he was familiar with. The rest are just generic blocks. With this in mind, there's someone else who should be here, but isn't. Mortuga made a detailed model of Grip's shop. It's not a generic cube like everything else, which means there should be a model of Grip himself. But it's not there.
But why would Mortuga include Grip in his model town? Did they know each other?
And if they did, how did Grip end up going along on Mortuga's ship?
There's a sticker on the back of the map. It's a service record from Grip's shop. Mortuga hired Grip to interpret the ocean map, which he did. But Grip didn't ask for payment in money. Instead, he asked to come on the voyage.
This isn't proof. Not really.
Well, there is one thing we could...
Do it. If you don't, I will.
Okay, breaking the ship apart, and I'm using a typewriter. They're making it doing the heartbeat as if this is a shock.
Mr. Grip being on that ship isn't actually evidence that he murdered Mortuga. What about the murder weapon? What happened to it?
Right. Nor is this evidence that he used the mermaid's tongue. Wouldn't he have needed that special key?
He did stay in the bilge longer than the others. Wait, where did we found the key in the parlor? We have the key right now. The key for the mermaid's tongue?
Grip still has the murder weapon. Let's look at this again.
Okay, that's wrong. I was just thinking about the compass.
Mr. Grip being on that ship isn't actually evidence that he murdered Mortuga. What about the murder weapon? What happened to it?
Right. Nor is this evidence that he used the mermaid's tongue. Wouldn't he have needed that special key?
Does he have the key?
Grip still has both the murder weapon and the key.
Oh, it is a key. Oh!
I guess this is it.
Creepy. So if he was on the voyage with him, then wouldn't he have already known that they had the mermaid's tongue? Why did he feel the need to take control of the steering wheel to get there if he already knew everything? Man, now you look creepy.
Plot the unplottable, chart the unchartable, measure the unmeasurable. A hollow promise, such feats belong not to mortal hands. But after years of fraudulently offering this to others, I began, in earnest, to yearn for it myself. A quiet desire to journey into the unknown, to quantify it. A lifelong coward, I could never convince myself to act on it. I tell myself as an excuse that I never had any kind of opportunity to act on it. Until one day, I did. Mortuga sought me out, sought out my services. Not because we were friends, but simply because I was the one with the skills to interpret that inscrutable map of his. Sensing an opportunity at long last, I refused financial payment for the work. Instead, I asked to be brought along on the ensuing voyage. Mortuga was surprised by the request, but he ultimately agreed to my terms. Such was his desire to interpret the map. The work was done, and so we went. Despite my bold intentions, I mostly found myself sheltering within Felicia's cabin during the voyage. All the while, she and Mortuga stood around on deck looking windswept and heroic, far more at home on the sea than I. Regret reared its head. Regret over inviting myself into their world. From within the cabin, I sat and listened to their conversation. Felicia was telling Mortuga what they were looking for, what they were hoping to find.
Did Felicia know what it was before she found it?
Somehow she did. Her description to Mortuga was thus: a mask worn over the head. It facilitates communication with an ancient being of eternal mystery.
That's really how she worded it?
With the right contraption in your pocket, even the great unknown may be quantified and calculated. And here it was. Not a map, not a compass, but a communication device. A translator. Besides knowing what it was, Felicia also knew how to find it. How its location in the ocean would be marked with a wooden buoy that glows with green light. We waited. Night fell. But before long we were indeed signaled by this very light, and the buoy was sighted. Mortuga hauled it up, pulled it all up, right onto the deck. It was heavy, but he was strong.
Oh, and the cauldron.
The bell and the cauldron locked together to form that single shape. Mortuga went to unlock it by himself, but Felicia cautioned him against it. She warned that it could be dangerous to stand so close, as the mechanism would be surely powerful. And so they unlocked it together, taking a handle each. Felicia took the mermaid's tongue from within the cauldron.
Did it have the coral and the gemstone eyes?
Yes, they were attached.
And what about the necklace?
Felicia had it around her neck.
She'd come prepared, clearly.
Did she use it?
Yes, I watched her do it. She used the necklace key to wind up the mermaid's tongue and placed it over her head. Felicia spoke through the mask. Her voice was changed. The mermaid was summoned. Entranced, I rushed out onto the deck and leaned over the side. Mortuga clambered up to the wheel in an attempt to steer us away from harm. The mermaid reached out and grabbed the wheel.
And Mortuga's right shoulder?
Yes, of course.
His fingerprint mark.
Mortuga held fast, but a portion of the wheel broke off and fell into the ocean.
Okay.
With her other hand, the mermaid grabbed the mast, almost snapping it in two. The ship buckled and I was thrown off the side into the ocean. I was underwater, but I was held in place by a hand, her hand. She was speaking to me, but it was a language I could not understand. I wanted so much to understand. Sensing the disconnect, she let go. A moment passed, a lifetime. I became vaguely aware that I was about to drown, but I didn't want to leave. At this moment, the broken piece from the ship's wheel floated up in front of me. By its intervention, I was reminded of my earthly existence, my life beyond this singular moment. I was overwhelmed with a cowardly desire to return to the surface, to see the sun, to live, to breathe. I grabbed onto the broken wheel and let it carry me up to the surface. The mermaid was nowhere to be seen. Neither was the dearest Selena.
Man, would that be like light enough?
It eventually became Cornelius Kane.
The new one, but not the one in his shop.
The feel of the wood in my hand, a tangible reminder of that desire I once felt to live and to breathe.
But what happened? Weren't you stranded in the ocean?
Somehow the currents carried me back to the Silkworm Coast. I took the broken wheel piece back home and fell into a deep sleep.
I want to know why they didn't even bother trying to rescue you.
After I awoke, I went looking for Felicia.
Not Mortuga.
No, Felicia.
Oh, she'd been the one wearing the mermaid's
Felicia had been the
tongue.
one wearing the mermaid's tongue.
Correct. Given what I knew of its function, I surmised she may have understood what the mermaid had said to me. I went to the Stone Top Inn, but Felicia was not there. I searched through the empty building until I came to Mortuga's room. I was encouraged to see that he had at least retained the wooden boy and the iron bell. Mortuga was in his bed, asleep. He looked ill, weak. I woke him up. I asked him about the mermaid's tongue. What had happened to it? Where was it? At first, Mortuga said nothing. He merely looked at me. He told me that he and Felicia had locked it away in the cauldron and thrown it back into the ocean. He said they'd kept the wooden boy so that nobody else would ever be able to find it, and they'd kept the iron bell so that even if someone was to come across the cauldron, they wouldn't be able to unlock it. I was horrified to learn this. My only chance of summoning and communicating with the mermaid lost beneath the waves. Or so I thought.
Did you ask about the necklace key?
Mortuga hadn't mentioned it, and I did not ask about it. At that time, I simply assumed it had been left in the mouth of the mermaid's tongue and thus would be in the cauldron. I demanded that we take the dearest Selena back out on a second voyage to recover the sunken cauldron. Mortuga said it was impossible. For one, the dearest Selena couldn't recover it from the bottom of the ocean if it was not attached to the boy. And secondly, Felicia had decommissioned the ship and it was being taken apart at the shipyard. In explanation, Mortuga handed me a folded piece of parchment. It had inscribed a note from Felicia. She was to be leaving town immediately. She did not say where she was going. Mortuga told me he had slept through Felicia's parting visit. He was distraught over it, heartbroken. With a desperate look, he asked me if Felicia had also come to visit me on her way out of town. I told him yes, she had. Mortuga's eyes opened wide.
Did she say where she was going? I must know. I have to know.
I told him yes. Yes, she told me where she was going and she'd given me the address. His eyes widened further.
Give it to me. I need to know. I'll go after her.
I told him I would, in exchange for the mermaid's tongue. Mortuga told me again how it was impossible.
There's no way. It's lost. You need to let it go.
I didn't want to hear it. I left the inn still clutching the deeds. I went down to the shipyard and spoke with Donovan Drummond. He had begun taking apart the dearest Selena. I inquired about purchasing Drummond's unused submarine, the Seafoam submarine. He told me he would be willing to part with it, but it had never been finished. In order for it to be seaworthy, it would need several new parts that would take a long time to build. However, I was determined to find a solution.
You offered to buy both the Seafoam submarine and the Dearest Selena.
Correct. I suggested we could use parts from the sailing ship to finish the submarine. Drummond merely asked how I was going to pay for 2 vessels. I showed him the deeds to the Stone Top Inn. He accepted it as payment.
Is the inn really worth as much as 2 vessels?
Perhaps not, but in truth I think Drummond was glad to have an excuse to part with them. Besides, I knew all too well the allure of a worthy challenge, a chance to put one's skills to their fullest. Indeed, the task of combining the 2 incomplete vessels into a single seaworthy one was highly intriguing to him, and so it was done.
But if you commissioned it, why was it called the Mortuga submarine? Who painted that on the foredeck?
Drummond did. He didn't want it to say Seafoam any longer. Too many painful memories.
But why Mortuga and not Grip?
Because Grip paid for it with the inn deeds, which were in Mortuga's name.
Right. Drummond assumed I was merely acting as intermediary for Mortuga, the true buyer.
Did you tell Mortuga what you'd done?
I told him of my intention to return to the ocean in a submarine I was having constructed. He wasn't happy about it, but the submarine took months to complete. That was enough time to convince him to come with me and help search for the Mermaid's Tongue.
He only came with you because you were pretending to know where Felicia had gone, and you were withholding it from him.
Correct.
What were you going to do if and when Mortuga realized you'd been lying to him?
It was worth the risk. There was no question of leaving the Mermaid's Tongue at the bottom of the ocean.
But it wasn't lost in the ocean. Mortuga had it the whole time.
Correct.
He should have just made it lost.
He had lied to me.
Like, if he didn't want anyone to use it again, why didn't he throw it back in the ocean?
Mortuga smuggled the Mermaid's Tongue onto the submarine before we left. He didn't want to
Why
leave it
would you
behind,
do that?
But he didn't want me to know he had it.
Smuggled? How?
He had Zephyr bring it aboard.
Mortuga sent me a letter, inviting me to join him on the submarine.
Grip, did you know he'd done that?
Mortuga told me he was going to bring somebody else on board, an old friend, a collector of occult curiosities who might be helpful. But I didn't want anyone to know what we were doing, or what we were looking for. I told Mortuga not to mention me in the letter.
I followed Mortuga's instructions precisely. I arrived in Silkworm and went into the Stone Top Inn, where I found the locked cauldron. I placed it among my possessions and ventured onto the submarine waiting in the harbor.
We departed. Zephyr thought he and Mortuga were the only 2 souls on the ship. I stayed hidden for a week, before staging a balloon crash and pretending that Mortuga had rescued me from the ocean. That way
so
I was
the
free to
game
move around the
tricked
submarine
us.
in view of Zephyr, but he could dismiss me as a hapless traveler picked up along the way.
So to begin with, it was just you 3.
But it didn't stay like that for long.
It didn't.
Man, I don't know if I'm dumb or if the game did try to trick us, so it was a surprising reveal. Because, like, yeah, if I had known that he arrived earlier, or if there were any other clues before now that he was in league with Mortuga or knew about the Mermaid's Tongue, I don't know if any of his reactions implied that he knew about the Mermaid's Tongue and I just wasn't paying attention.
Nope.
Sought out the submarine to reclaim ownership of it. Just wanted any kind of quiet place to finish writing his book. That's true. But that's true. Interview Mortuga as research for his next book. Why does it say X's? Oh. Okay. Okay, obviously that's not going with... Man, tricking me again by giving them double sides. Oh, right, it says click the card to flip them up there. Because I don't read.
Well, that's about the long and short of it.
No.
What?
You can't leave it like that. You've left them with misconceptions. You should tell them what you know. All of it.
We're all in the same room.
Conceptions?
Maybe one or two, yeah.
She was saved from drowning. Even though he did wish to lift the submarine, Mortuga could not accept Tadpole's offer to give up his capacity to her. He needed... But she's dead. And I guess he must never have been told.
He always did think he would make the best captain. And he did want to leave.
But he couldn't. Not without the information he so desired.
Not just that. Since it turned out he had the mermaid's tongue on board the entire time, I don't think he wanted to leave me on the submarine with it.
Which is weird, because I don't know what this guy did to make Mortuga lie to him about it before. Like... If he wanted to get himself killed with the mermaid tongue, then he should have just let him. Like, here, take this boat and get out of here, and or whatever. I don't know.
He didn't want me anywhere near it.
He was trying to protect you.
Yet he left him to die in the ocean. And he didn't know anything about him. I don't know why he cared. But, yeah, I suppose if he was just a generally good guy, he might not have wanted anyone else to be harmed. But then if he didn't want anyone else to be harmed, he should have dropped the mermaid's tongue in the ocean like he lied.
I'm aware.
Was it the black box? Let's shoot. Did something.
I don't think that's right. So, who was it for?
Me. Once Mortuga found out the inn deeds had been used to pay for the submarine, he realized for the first time that he was its legal owner. He really hadn't known that before? No, he'd always assumed I paid for it with my own money. Armed with the new information, Mortuga attempted to use it to control me.
Thus, the command contract.
What exactly was he hoping to achieve? To strong-arm me into telling him where Felicia had gone, and to cease my search for the mermaid's tongue.
But it didn't work.
Of course not.
Wasn't Mortuga supposed to be paperwork averse? I'm surprised to learn he would try to control someone with a contract.
Where would he even get an idea like that?
That's my bad. I ended up telling him all about contracts, you know, what they are, how they work. I guess Mortuga thought if I could be controlled by a contract, maybe someone else could be too.
I don't think that's... Wait, so Mortuga wrote the letter?
Not exactly. It was his idea, but he wasn't one for writing by hand, so he asked me to do it for him.
But why Ibis?
Do I have like compared handwriting at some point? Did she write anything else that I would have been able to see? And I wish I could have like touched the evidence more and like put them side by side.
Mortuga didn't want to reveal too much in the letter, so he had the idea to pretend to be a neutral third party. We learned about Ibis from that newspaper page, but it just needed to be someone you would listen to. Honestly, I'm surprised it worked.
Huh. This explains why Mortuga kept asking about my father.
Oh yeah, I was wondering about that.
Were you able to tell him anything?
Afraid not. I haven't spoken to my father in years.
Do you think he would have known anything about Felicia? About what happened to her?
It's possible.
Man, I don't know if I'm just dumb or if there was more I could have done to be able to like suss out the truth, or if it was impossible because I didn't have all the evidence until the end. I don't know. It would be nice to be able to figure things out early.
See? I told you. You didn't make him sad. He just learned about the death of his beloved friend. What I did, it was...
You didn't know. Symmetry, let it go. Your anguish. That goes for all of you.
Mortuga's actions, his decisions, all motivated by that same singular desire.
It was all in effort to locate Felicia Stonetop.
Her.
Likewise, it transpires that Godric's actions were also motivated by a singular desire.
To commune with the mermaid.
Her.
Now, why is this plate
When they opened the black
on
box
the
and found the
painting?
warning envelope, found the necklace key, it all came to an end.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, open it.
Godric, I really don't know why you're here. This doesn't concern you.
Oh, but it does. I'm to believe the box may contain information on Captain Stonetop.
Even if it does, it is wholly unrelated to our unfortunate voyage.
I'll be the judge of that. There could be anything in that. Listen.
I prefer you not to shake it like that. Besides, it doesn't open that way. It slides out at the side. Let me do it.
What's all this? A scroll? An envelope?
There's something inside. Wait. What's this?
We both know what that is. That's Felicia Stonetop's necklace, isn't it? Isn't it?
Okay. Why was the bottom half of the scroll inside that box again? Where do you even get the scroll? Just give me a second. Okay, so we didn't actually get anything in there.
Our discovery of the necklace precipitated two important conclusions. One, we now possess the key necessary to operate the Mermaid's Tongue.
In my complacency, I had not even known it was missing, simply assuming it lay within the cauldron. But no, Felicia had taken it away with her, and now, through what twist of fate, it had returned. Which brings me to conclusion 2. The fact that her necklace had been sent to her parents in a black-rimmed envelope attested to us that Felicia Stonetop had died. Even through his burgeoning grief, Mortuga could see in my eyes how I wished to make use of the key. Fearing what ruin might follow should I act, he did what he had always done. He lied. Lied about having the Mermaid's Tongue on board.
He had your best interest at heart, Godric. We both know this.
However, it was a lie that no longer worked on me, for I had laid eyes upon the truth.
The truth?
About what Mortuga had in the storeroom.
Really? Well, it could have been her poster.
Correct. I had seen Symmetry's drawing of the cauldron.
He asked me to change it. I was going to change it.
So now you had everything you needed. The key, the bell, and the mermaid's tongue itself, albeit locked in the cauldron.
On that note, I had also surmised Mortuga's reason for rigging the iron bell onto a winch above his desk. I concluded that he had set it up this way so that he could unlock the cauldron and access its contents himself.
You think he wanted to use the mermaid's tongue?
You'd like to suggest Mortuga would be immune from such things, hmm?
I concede it may have been an alluring prospect, but actually choosing to act, it displays a dangerous hubris.
Well, maybe he just wanted to be able to get to it, but not actually use it, you know?
Grip, did you actually accuse Mortuga of wanting to open the cauldron? Of wanting to use the mermaid's tongue?
I did, and he flatly denied it, which caused an argument. Truth be told, we were both sick of each other. The last vestiges of our mutual decorum fell away. He attempted to shut me down with cold logic, insisting that it was not possible for one man to simultaneously turn both dials on the iron bell.
Wait, is that true?
Kinda. Depends how big you are, how wide your arms are.
I knew Mortuga would be capable of it, and I could see in his eyes that he intended to do it.
Well, not to side with Grip here, but
Why'd that one show them both holding the key?
Perhaps his intention was simply to move the mermaid's tongue to a newly contrived hiding place.
Maybe he's just gonna destroy it.
As he should have done years hence.
Yeah, he should have.
Grimoire, what do you think?
Man, why did he even keep it, man? I don't know if he was gonna hide it somewhere else or if he was gonna destroy it. Why did you even keep
He
it?
wanted to hide the mermaid's tongue somewhere else.
Whatever the reason, I knew it was only a matter of time. And what's more, following our discussion about the mechanism of the iron bell,
I understood the specific physicality of the task ahead of him.
Physicality?
In order to reach both dials, Mortuga would need to hold his body close against the iron bell. His head, his neck, would be right up against the mechanism.
Overcome with frustration and grief, Mortuga
How'd you
left
get the
room.
key?
He had left me with the necklace.
Why did you give him the key?
I felt it in my hand, the metal cold and sharp. I climbed up onto the desk and wedged it into the iron bell around the back so that it would not be seen. At least, not until the mechanism activated.
You're a murderer.
Call me what you will. To me, it was merely insurance against continued deception and greed on Mortuga's part. If he indeed decided to keep the mermaid's tongue for himself, if he decided, as he always had, to keep it from me, then it would be his last decision.
the rest you know. Having first locked himself in the room, Mortuga unlocked a cauldron and was killed by the blade of the necklace key.
I tilted the submarine in order to claim the eyeball key, which granted me access to the captain's cabin and a path into the storeroom from above. I took the mermaid's tongue from the unlocked cauldron.
And then you went up to the aft deck and used it, didn't you?
I tried to, but you stopped me.
You're welcome.
Tadpole then dove into the ocean and collected the pieces.
Including the coral and the gemstone eyes, which she kept for herself.
Yeah. As for the mask itself, I just left it in my room.
And I took it when I later visited the room to collect hex from the dome tank.
Wow, you're admitting it, huh?
I admit I moved it to a more secure location, ultimately a wise decision, wouldn't you say?
Except, it's not there anymore, is it?
Come on, dude.
Here.
Oh, come on, man.
It's dark.
Oh, fuck. Obviously, I'm not excusing his actions, but the captain was a bit stupid.
Grip turned off the lights.
Someone grab
Come on, dude. What do you want me to do?
Let's stay where we are.
Why? What do you...
tongue. It's gone.
He took it. He must have. He can't have gone up to the foredeck. It's still locked.
What about the aft deck?
Let's go. Maybe we can catch him.
Do we know that the mermaid's like actually evil? I know that it tried taking the steering wheel, but it didn't kill Grip when he was in the ocean. So like, I don't know what there is to be afraid of. Come on, man. What I'm supposed to do? We should have waited till we were on the surface with the cops. I should have waited and given this to the policeman. There are police in this universe, right?
She's wearing it.
Oh, God.
Too late.
I don't...
Grip? Are you...
What?
Wait, where's he going?
Obviously outside. What is this thing?
It's the compass.
Oh, shit, yeah. He took the pieces back. Seriously, dude?
What's he gonna do? Should we follow him? I don't...
He's locked the door.
Can you see him through the window?
Oh, man. Are we just gonna watch him get taken? Oh.
This is bad. The pressure change, it's too sudden. The submarine's not...
Wait, what's that?
Take the control panel.
The radios.
It's fine, just stay.
It was too fast.
They must be coming from the control room.
Let's go.
Oh, fuck, man.
We're being held down. We need to resurface.
The submarine can't take it. The controls are going crazy.
Wait.
What did she...
She's gone.
She let us go.
Yeah, there was no proof that she was actually dangerous just because she was huge and she grabbed the steering wheel.
Remarkable.
Let's just head back to Silkworm, shall we? Get everyone off this submarine.
And, Silkworm would be which way?
We got moved. I don't know where we are. No stars, no moon. I don't know which way north is.
You got the compass.
He fixed it.
Catching up on your text messages?
0 missed calls. Can you believe that? 0.
Devastating.
Not even from Vanderpeer?
I'm writing him a message now, giving him the deets. A very selective version of the deets.
Smart.
Easily one of the strangest days of my life.
It's in the top 5, at least.
What are you going to do now?
So far, the only thing I've decided on is to go home and have a bath.
A bath? You haven't had enough being submerged in water for one day?
Okay, maybe a shower.
I don't know about you, but I thought that was all very interesting.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
You must be pleased. You've come away with a new story to tell around the campfire.
Quite right.
I'm not sure it would be wise to tell too many people.
No, don't worry. I'll change all your names to protect your privacy.
What are you going to change my name to?
Detective Galathorn.
Wow, I love it.
I'm almost afraid to ask.
Sybil.
Yep, this conversation is over.
I want to know why the plaque on that mermaid poster was moved. Was it to hide something, or why was it placed on the painting even though there was a place for it on the model?
You okay, Cynthia?
She's still processing.
Of course. We all are.
That, and we've just been to tell her stepfather that we're leaving Silkworm.
Oh? Where are you headed?
We, haven't worked that out yet.
I know a place you could go.
Really?
Yeah, I've got a couple friends you could stay with. I'll write down the address for you.
Oh, thank you.
That was the weirdest submarine I've ever been on.
And the last?
And the last. Is everyone okay?
I guess so, huh?
Fit as a fiddle.
Oh, sure. Just had my human perspective permanently and irrevocably shifted, but hey, what's new?
But what about Grip? Did he die or what?
I don't know. He could have drowned.
I don't know. But he made his choice. I really don't think it would do us any good to worry about it.
Sally, did you write down that address for us?
Yeah, I'm almost done. Just writing something on the back to help you out.
Oh, like instructions?
Kinda, yeah.
You know, I really must be off.
Ah, come on. You've got nowhere to be.
You're quite right. Nowhere is precisely where I need to be, and I'm rather in a hurry to get there.
All right, that was pretty good. I'll let that slide.
And, Tadpole and Zephyr stayed on the submarine?
Yeah.
Are they gonna rename it?
Of course not. You gotta keep the Mortuga name. It's like his fingerprint on history.
You say that, but by all accounts, he actually didn't like the submarine very much.
That's true. It wasn't his choice to be there. He spent all his time trying to work out how to leave.
Well, yes, all right. I concede that.
I'd say his fingerprint is right here. It's all of you. It's Symmetry, it's Cynthia, Tadpole, Zephyr, everyone he was kind to, everyone he helped.
Dude, that's real.
But what about the mermaid's tongue?
What about it?
Well, we still don't really know anything about it. How it works, who made it.
Good.
What?
It's good that we don't know. It's right. The mermaid's tongue is a shameless shortcut, a trap for the impatient and the dissolute.
But you don't want to know what the mermaid said?
Oh, I want to know. But as I stand before you now, I can't know. You understand? That's just
the way it's meant to be.
Okay, that's a stupid reason, but... I mean, that was fun. I should have taken notes or something, so I didn't forget things so easily. Maybe I'll do that when I try playing the first game. Well, Werman announced he wasn't going to write the sequel to his novel. Dirk was subsequently released from his contract. Mariana Moon, avoiding all questions about where she was heading, had simply disappeared over the horizon. Madame Tadpole became captain of the Martuga submarine. Dr. Saphir stayed on board to continue his research, newly inspired by what he'd witnessed.
You're sure this is the address Sally wrote down?
Yeah, it must be. She wrote something on the back, too.
Oh yeah, what was that? Instructions?
It's a little poem. You should read it.
Me? You're the poet.
No, you read it.
Okay. Eavesdrop what the stars are saying, earthly tethers slowly fraying, floating, helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet.
Like, we don't know anything about that mermaid. It could be the only one of its kind. Maybe it wants to be understood. We don't know if it's really dangerous or if it just doesn't know its own size compared to everything else. But now it's Mermaid's Mask. Better than Ace Attorney because it doesn't punish you when you're wrong. Anyway, thank you for watching. And maybe I'll see you in another video.